We're back.
The 780 show is back, boy.
The third installment of the 780 show today.
We've been gone for a while. We apologize.
Yeah, we've been pretty busy, I guess. Didn't really have time to record anything. So
Nope.
we've received several complaints that we should be a little more regular with how often we post.
Yeah,
So,
we're going to try. It's pretty hard. We're both pretty busy. When I'm home, you're at work, and when I'm at work, you're at home.
Yeah. But we're going to try. So today's episode is all about, you guessed it, Edmonton.
YEG.
Seeing as how this is the 780 show, 780 being the area code for Edmonton, and we figured we should probably talk about Edmonton. So today you're going to hear a lot about...
YEG, man. Yeg City.
Yeah, you're going to hear the best and worst things about Edmonton. I prepared 5 of each, and you're going to hear about those. Also,
The most popular, the Edmonton's greatest, the famous people we've produced, and also the biggest Edmonton has to offer. Wait till the end, and you'll understand what that means. Make sure you wait till the end, okay? Big surprise at the end. The biggest of what Edmonton has to offer.
All right, so let's kick things off here. The best and worst things about our great city.
Are you going to start with the best or the worst?
I'm going to start with one fun fact about Edmonton, actually. Did you know that Edmonton has the second most zoned industrial land in the world?
What?
Yeah.
Second most zoned industrial land, dude?
Yep.
That's healthy, man.
Yeah, we're right behind Saudi Arabia. So, the entire country of Saudi Arabia, actually.
I've been wondering about that all week. Like, do you want... I felt like we had the second most.
Yeah.
I felt it.
Yeah, it's a fun fact for you.
Zoned industrial land.
Okay, so I'm just gonna start with the worst things about Edmonton.
May I guess what number? Can I? No, I'll just guess what number 1 is. But go on.
I have 5 things. You are allowed to guess if you want to.
No, I let's hear what your number 5 is, and then I'll kind of know what kind of route you took on this.
Okay. Well, I don't really have them in a particular order, from like the worst of the worst to like the best of the worst.
Okay, well, give me 1.
So I just have like okay, so 1 would be the roads.
Yeah.
The roads here are terrible all year round.
No, it's true. And when they're not terrible, they're under construction.
Yeah, exactly. So during the winter, they're covered in snow and ice, so it makes it almost impossible for driving. You have to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on winter tires. And during the summer, when there is no snow, they're full of potholes, or they're being worked on by construction workers that only really work 4 hours out of the day.
And there's only 2 of them actually working.
Yeah,
you'll see 10 on site.
Yeah, 1 guy shoveling, 10 others watching. So there's that. The roads are horrendous.
They're terrible.
In fact, when our nephew came here, he's 3. He asked, "Why are the roads so bumpy here?" He was legitimately concerned as to why the roads were so bumpy.
Get on that, Don Iveson, Mayor of Edmonton. Shout out. I don't want to bash him. Maybe we can get him as a guest.
Yeah, Don, if you're listening to this, if you want to come on the show and you want to defend,
be the voice of YEG.
Yeah,
no, we're the voice of YEG.
We're the voice of YEG.
But you can defend your decisions.
If he wants to defend his position on why the roads are so terrible, if he can come up with an excuse as to why they are, please come on. We have 100 listeners and counting. So, well, not quite. Probably close to 100.
Maybe, yeah.
But, yeah. Hopefully he hears this.
Come on, Don.
Okay, so number 2 of the worst things in Edmonton, about Edmonton, is our transportation system. More specifically, I'm going to focus on the LRT.
It's so bad.
The LRT is horrendous. Not only is it expensive, it's extremely inefficient. Okay, whenever you see the LRT go by, you see maybe 10 people on it. I've never once seen it full unless there's like a sports event going on.
And do you want? I would use the LRT if the nearest LRT station wasn't half an hour from here.
Yeah.
Like It goes through like 8 neighborhoods, the whole thing. What's the point of taking it?
And the people who designed the LRT in Edmonton, I don't feel like they've actually ever designed an LRT before, because if you look at any other major city, they either have it going above ground or they have it going underneath the ground. Right? Look at Vancouver. Look at the SkyTrain or whatever. Sense. And here in Edmonton, what they do is they take an already busy intersection where people are waiting 5 or 10 minutes at, and what do? They stick an LRT going right through the middle of it.
It's actually, I feel like I could have done a better job designing it.
Honestly, yeah, I could. I would have been, hey guys, let's stick this thing underground, or let's spend the extra money and put it above ground. Although they are building the new line going from Millwoods and then to downtown and then out to the west end to Lewis Farms. Hopefully that is better, but I highly doubt it is. They're going to be running it down one of the busiest roads in Edmonton already. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. That project, by the way, costed 1.8, guess.
Billion.
$1.8 billion. Don't quote me on these numbers, but I believe Edmonton put up 600 million. The province put up like 400, and like the federal government more hundreds of millions of dollars. Absolutely insane how much this thing costed, but they're actually making pretty good progress on it. So, and it will be coming out to the west end, so there will be one closer to you, Sam.
Yay! I'm excited. Hopefully it's not a disaster. It's going to probably be a disaster.
It will be a disaster. I will guarantee you that. Okay, so the third thing on one of the worst things in Edmonton is our downtown.
What?
Yes. Okay, hear me out.
I disagree.
Although the city and the Cates Group have been investing hundreds of millions of dollars into revitalizing our downtown, there are still large areas of it that you want to stay out of. Areas where, if you're going down there at the wrong time of night, you will most likely be stabbed or robbed or murdered.
That's anywhere, though, really.
Well, I do realize like cities have those areas. Yeah. But what I'm saying is that your downtown is usually what should attract the tourists. And like when you go down there, you shouldn't have to fear.
No.
Like
it should have a good
night. It should have like a good nightlife.
It's not really
things like that.
Tourist. Like if I was a tourist and I went to downtown Edmonton, I'd be like, this isn't very nice. Like I went to Vancouver for the first time this summer. A good friend of mine took me there, and it's way better.
Oh, their downtown is beautiful.
There's a couple bad spots, but it's like, I can actually walk around down here and not get bored. Where downtown Edmonton, you walk down Jasper, which you'd think would be like filled with nice shops. You could do some shopping, but you can't. It sucks.
No, you really can't. Like, and the storefronts look old. They look decrepit.
There's like 8 Starbucks, and that's it.
Yeah, totally. But that is being fixed as we speak.
By the arena.
With the ice district coming up.
We'll see how good that is, though.
By next year, they want to start building even more skyscrapers behind the new arena. And the new arena, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, that's probably on your top 5 best, right?
We'll
it is now. You have the top 6.
But yeah, the downtown is definitely something that drags our city down sometimes. But that is improving. I will give it that.
Yeah.
So, number 4 this is an obvious one, is the weather. Yes, Edmonton is cold. We all know that, okay? So, I'm not going to spend too much time on that. We all know it gets to like minus 30 here, and we get a shit ton of snow sometimes.
Yeah, I don't even, like, the other week, it was like 8 degrees in the morning. I wore jeans and a hoodie to work. And on my way home, it was like plus 30.
Yeah. It's
and
crazy
now it's like
change.
Cloudy, and it just is so gloomy, but it's still like 25 degrees.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, the winters here are brutal.
Just the weather, it's not that bad. It just fluctuates. It fluctuates so much.
Yeah,
You'll have 3 seasons in 1 week. It's hard to dress
for the weather any given day, really.
I know.
Unless it's the middle of summer.
You were wearing Carhartts and a shirt this morning. Now you're in shorts and a t-shirt.
Well, yeah, that's true. It was a little chilly this morning. I'll give you that.
I was wearing a t-shirt. Now I'm wearing a hoodie. But now I'm going to a football game. I might wear shorts. I don't know what to wear.
Yeah.
Because the weather. It's
I would
so
just
weird.
wear jeans and a raincoat.
I don't own a raincoat.
I have one you could borrow.
Awesome. That's podcast material.
Okay, so number 5. This is the last thing. This
please
is actually
be what I think it is.
This
I really hope I know what it is, but go on.
it's not what you think it is. This is something that people usually notice when they come to our city in the springtime, and that is Edmonton is extremely dirty. Yes, during the springtime it is dirty, but there is a reason for that. It's because the salt and the sand or whatever that they use on the roads during the winter gets left behind after all the snow melts, and it gets mixed in with all the slush, and yes, everything gets dirty. Like, good luck trying to keep your car clean during the spring. Okay, mud puddles are everywhere, and dirt gets on everything.
It's filthy.
What did you think number 5 was going to be?
I thought for sure on this list would be the talus balls.
Oh, that would have been a good one.
The
Absolutely.
giant steel
I'm
balls.
adding that to the list. The big talus balls on the side of the
Talus.
Is it talus or tellus?
Talus.
Talus?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
But what the sculpture is pretty much is
They
a
look
bunch
like
of
ball
shiny
bearings.
silver balls piled up on top of each other.
In a random
and
shape.
this is what Edmonton likes to call art. This project costed tens of
Upwards-
thousands of dollars.
Hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of thousands?
Yeah, dude.
Okay. And it sits on the side of a highway, and everybody makes fun of it.
And
It's
you
hilarious.
honestly can hardly see it. Unless you're going if you're taking Fox Drive turning north onto the White Mud, then you can get a good view of it. Otherwise you cannot see it.
Yeah.
So it's extremely pointless.
It's pretty bad.
That's what I definitely thought that was gonna be on the list.
What would you add to this list of the worst things of Edmonton?
Well, the talus balls.
Okay.
All of Stony Plain Road. So much potential on that, man. Like
Yeah, it's
there is
true.
so much potential, but it's just filthy.
Yeah, they have the wrong kind of crowd going up and down that street.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, but yeah, it's filthy. Otherwise, I just say Edmonton's like a big city run as a small town, because we have so much potential, because it is pretty big. Like downtown's not small, it's pretty big, and it could be so much nicer. Like it could be not the same as Vancouver, but it could be close. Because you go to Vancouver, you're like, this is a big city, man. Edmonton could be like that, but it's just dirty. Like, yeah, you can tell all it is tradesmen. No offense to tradesmen.
Do you know Edmonton actually covers more square miles than Toronto and
Wow.
Chicago
Never knew that.
and Calgary?
But
It covers like probably around like 700 square miles. But yeah, that's all urban sprawl. I don't know why. I don't know why Edmonton started building up instead of spreading out. I guess like our landscape kind of allows for it though. It's just super flat, right? There's no real need for it.
Yeah, even though you'd think there would be with all the colleges, universities, like you'd think there'd be a ton of people like our age looking for apartments rather than houses.
Yeah.
Who knows?
We'll see. That is changing though. So.
Okay, what's your top best?
Okay, so the best things in Edmonton. Number 1, the summers.
What?
Our summers here are very underrated. Although our winters last 6 or 7 months, the summers here make up for a little bit of that. Because never does it get to a scorching heat where it gets to like 40 degrees Celsius.
That's true.
Where you go outside and you can't breathe. It never gets too humid either. So it's usually around the 25 to 30 degree range, which I find perfect. Also, those nights cool off. So you can actually go to sleep and not have your AC blasting all night.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
It's a comfortable temperature usually all the time. So that's one plus of Edmonton.
Yeah.
But that's not just Edmonton though. That's pretty much just Alberta.
Yeah, that's true. It's not like ideal, but it is definitely underrated.
Yeah.
If we had a lake in Edmonton, man, the tourism would be insane.
Oh yeah, during the summer, totally.
But
we have that accidental beach now.
I think it's going to disappear though when they're done. Who knows?
We'll see.
Accidental beach. #accidental beach.
So number 2 on the best things of Edmonton is the festivals. More often than not, there is a festival or another event happening any given weekend in Edmonton. Usually during the summer though. During the summer is when most of them happen. But all provide entertainment for everybody.
Yeah.
So Just to name a few, there's the Fringe Festival, which is like a big music festival. It's K-Days.
Fringe is like street performers.
No, that's street performers.
No, that's Fringe Festival.
There's also street performers, Sam.
I said Fringe is only street performers. It's not music.
Okay, whatever. There's also an event called the Street Performers, and that happens in the square by the town hall.
Oh, all right.
So there's those two. There's Taste of Edmonton.
Okay, never been to that one. That one's probably expensive.
Yeah, that one's it is quite expensive to go there.
Food trucks, right?
Yeah, there's food trucks. There's just restaurants food from all over the city, pretty much.
Nice.
There's the Heritage Festival. I've never been to that one actually.
That's in Horlack Park.
Yeah.
Nice.
You pretty much get to experience
every country in the world.
Cultures from all around the world. Pretty interesting stuff. This Canadian Finals Rodeo that happens here, I think every year. But yeah, that's just scratching the surface. There's a ton to do. During the winter, you can go to the Ice Castle.
Oh yeah.
Every year in Horlack Park, they make a castle out of ice. It's pretty impressive.
It's like the most Canadian thing ever.
It is. It's amazing. So that was number 2. The festivals in Edmonton. In fact, Edmonton even went so far as to considering calling itself the city of festivals.
I've actually read that. Like, I've been doing lots of research of things to do in Edmonton. And yeah, I read it's a city of festivals. Yeah. There's a lot. They're not all. If they were advertised better, I'd maybe go to some of them. But I feel like I never hear about them until they're happening or almost over.
Yeah, that's true. They only usually last a few days. So
I don't read the paper though.
Plus, they're usually expensive to go to. Like Taste of Edmonton, K-Days is expensive to go to. So number 3 is our sports teams.
Yeah, boy.
The 2 big ones are the Oilers and the Eskimos. There's also a baseball team. I forget the Edmonton Prospects.
Sure, I have no idea.
But definitely the 2 huge ones are the Oilers and the Eskimos. Oilers this season. What are your predictions?
I'm guessing. I don't know. I think they're gonna be top of the Pacific. No, 1 or 2 in the Pacific. And McDavid's going to be top of the league again.
How far are they going in the playoffs?
I don't want to say anything. No comment. I'm not going to say anything.
Okay, well, I'm going to say something. I think they'll go to the conference final.
Woo.
And lose. So.
Wow, okay.
But they're going to be Stanley Cup champions in 2019. You heard it here first. So, the Oilers, which includes McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, 2 biggest stars in Edmonton probably, and Connor McDavid. If you ever want to come onto the show, just hook us up. You can come anytime.
Anytime.
Not only are these sports teams awesome, but the stadiums that we have for them are incredible.
They're really nice.
Commonwealth is huge. I think it's the 2nd largest stadium in Canada. Holds, I think, 70,000 people or something like that. Pretty impressive. And, of course, the new Rogers Place. Beautiful place. The best in the NHL. One of the best sports facilities around the world. So there's that. And plus the fans here are extremely dedicated. When the Oilers were in the playoffs, there was literally a vibe. You could feel it around the city of like people just being so excited to like watch this team actually do good for once. So yeah, that was pretty impressive.
It was crazy time.
And number 4 that I have for the best things about Edmonton is that nothing is ever too far away. Even though Edmonton covers a huge area, I think the roads in the city and the transportation, like the highways and stuff, makes everything pretty close. And like every neighborhood has like a huge shopping center for it.
That's true.
Edmonton alone has 6 Costcos. 6.
How many Walmarts do you know?
Oh, I probably at least 10.
There's a lot. Yeah, I could imagine. There's 2 on the West End.
Yeah. I think in the lower mainland, maybe, I'm not sure if this includes Vancouver, but there's only like 1 Costco.
That sucks.
And that's like 3 times the population. 1 Costco.
Yeah.
We have 6. So suck on that, Calgary.
Oh,
I mean,
Vancouver.
But yeah, and number 5 of the best things about Edmonton is the people.
Well, no, everyone is pretty polite.
Everyone here, I find, is so laid back.
Until you enter McDonald's at lunch hour.
Yeah, until you get into a McDonald's.
Yeah.
At lunch hour when people are hungry.
Where's my cheeseburger?
But I think like a large part of that is attributed to Edmonton being a blue collar city.
Yeah.
Like I said before, Edmonton has second most zoned industrial land in the world. So, I mean, you're not going to have a whole lot of white collar people coming from their office, right? And when you do, they don't usually have a stick up their ass like the people from Calgary.
Oh man, we should spit every time we say Calgary.
Calgary.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my list of the best and worst things of Edmonton. Do you have anything you want to add to the best?
I'd say like maybe the river. Like it's a pretty nice. It's scenic. River Valley. If you want to include Elk Island, it's really close. I think we can include Elk Island in Edmonton. Yeah. It's super close and it's super nice. Other than that, our police are pretty nice. I'm reaching.
A River Valley is beautiful.
A River Valley is really nice.
Very underrated.
Otherwise, no, I think you did good. Oh, we have like some of the best universities, okay? If you're looking to go to school, we have so many. I never realized how many we actually have. MacEwan, Nate, U of A, McMaster,
Concordia,
Norquest.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's so many.
I think Edmonton is one of those cities that's really on the rise when it comes to like popularity.
I agree.
Good. Can you imagine if we get that Amazon HQ in Edmonton?
Yeah, that's what else you could have mentioned. We have a ton of big, like I never realized this, but we have some huge companies. BioWare, they make video. They made Mass Effect.
Mass Effect. The makers of Mass Effect are headquartered in Edmonton. For those of you who did not know that.
But I'm pretty sure they don't list where they are because I don't think they want people visiting them.
Yeah, probably.
But I don't know. I don't quote me.
Like Edmonton is like one of those cities that doesn't really get a lot of like.
We're underrated, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Everyone talks
especially
about
in like the technology sector because there is a ton of like you said, the BioWare's here.
Google DeepMind. That's Google's. They research AI, artificial intelligence, and their only headquarters that's not in the UK is in Edmonton.
Yeah. Because
they wanted to collaborate with the University of Alberta.
Yeah.
Which is so cool.
Yeah. And we have the first connected vehicle test site in Canada.
So self-driving cars, right?
Self-driving cars are tested here in Edmonton.
Boom. Why are people always talking about Calgary when Edmonton is the place to be?
Yeah. When it comes to technology, it seems that way, definitely.
Schools. Sports, technology. All Calgary has on us is cleanliness and transportation.
I think they have more money.
And they're closer to the mountains.
Yeah.
But otherwise, that's what's killing us. It's our location in the province. We no lakes, no mountains, just forest.
It's true.
If you like hunting, Edmonton's nice. But yeah, no, I agree with your list. I thought most of it was pretty good.
Thank you.
There's nothing I would add, nothing I would take away. I would take away your downtown one. I don't think that's as bad as people think. It's nice. It could be better. I put that on the list of best things. Oh, you didn't have the arena on there. Rogers Place.
Well, I mentioned that. The arena's really nice.
I
would say and the mall.
The mall!
The mall!
How have we not said... Okay, the mall, everybody. But that is a good segue into what I want to talk about. I gathered a list of the largest... Edmonton surprisingly has some of the largest... It's like when they made Edmonton, I guess. They said, let's get a bunch of the largest things in the world. We used to have the world's largest baseball bat.
Did they get rid of that?
No, we still have it. It's just the largest in Canada now.
Oh, someone made a bigger baseball.
Some hick in the States probably made a big one. Edmonton is home to the world's, or let me just double check, make sure it is world's largest. It might just be largest in North America. No, it's world's largest artificial cowboy boot.
Oh, that's just down the street from here. Just down the street from the 780 recording
headquarters. HQ.
Yeah.
780 HQ. World's largest cowboy boot. That's surprising because that boot's big. But I feel like there should be.
You think someone would have made a bigger boot before they made a bigger bat?
Yeah, no, for sure.
I don't know.
Edmonton is home to the largest shopping mall in North America, West Edmonton Mall.
Is it still the largest in North America?
Largest in North America, yeah.
Nice.
What's
the largest in the world?
It's probably somewhere in Dubai.
I think Dubai, yeah. I think the one in Dubai is
They have like ski hills in their malls, man.
Yeah,
they're made of money down there.
Yeah.
We have the world's largest North America's largest indoor water park. That's also in the mall. Largest, I think the River Valley, if that whole area is considered a park, River Valley Park, it's the largest park by square mileage or whatever in the world.
Oh, really?
But I'm not 100% sure on that one.
Huh. Interesting.
Because I don't think you would consider the whole River Valley a park.
You would think Jasper would be up there in largest parks.
Yeah.
I know it's the largest. I know it's the largest
in a
national
city.
park. Oh, okay, I see.
Because obviously anything with a mountain will be bigger.
Yeah.
And by whatever you call it, square kilometers or whatnot.
Yeah.
Also, so that was the list of the Edmonton's biggest. Edmonton is also home to many noteworthy people. So, for Edmonton was home to aviator and bush pilot. This is the best name ever, and that's the only reason I'm mentioning it. I have no idea who this is. Punch Dickens.
Punch Dickens.
I don't know what he did.
Aviator and bush pilot? Why is he famous? You didn't research him? Why is he famous?
Because he was an aviator and bush pilot.
Oh.
What did Punch Dickens do? I'm just Wikipediaing this. Canadian aviator and bush pilot. Northern Native Americans called him Snow Eagle. So, who knows?
Why'd you do that accent?
Look, Snow Eagle. I probably shouldn't do that. I might get in trouble. So, we're home to that guy. That's pretty cool, right? Punch Dickens is from Edmonton.
Any, famous actors?
Yeah, I'll get there. Famous business people. Daryl Cates. That's it.
Yeah, billionaire. I think he's the only billionaire.
He owns the Oilers. And then famous actors. I didn't know this. Well, Nathan Fillion. I think everyone knows that.
Who's Nathan Fillion?
He was in a bunch of stuff. I can't name any of it off the top of my head, but I do know the name. He was in Firefly, Castle, Serenity. He did a voice in Halo.
I would need to see a picture.
Well, you can do that on your own time. So Nathan Fillion's from Edmonton. Here's probably the most noteworthy actor from Edmonton, Michael J. Fox.
Oh, really? He's from Edmonton?
Yeah, I didn't know that until today. I was like, what? Michael J. Fox from Edmonton?
Okay, that's pretty awesome.
Michael J. Fox was on, what's that called again?
Back to the Future?
Yeah, Back to the Future.
Wow. Wow, Sam.
Yeah. So Michael J. Fox was, I forget his name on the show. Matt? I've never seen Back to the Future.
What? You've never seen Back to the Future?
No, man.
Dude, you gotta see that.
Other noteworthy actors, there's not really any. Ryan Stock. Does that mean ring a bell, Daniel?
Nope.
Guinea Pig. Come on. Remember that show, Guinea Pig, where the guy just got pepper sprayed and whatnot?
Oh, that guy.
Guy's from Edmonton.
Ugh, well, that's nothing to be proud of.
Oh, okay. And then for musicians, there's no one really crazy. Alyssa Reed. I've heard
She's pretty popular.
Yeah, I've heard that name. Stereos, that's a band. Otherwise, there's not any crazy musicians. Politicians, no one. Marshall McLuhan.
Politicians from Edmonton.
Okay, well, there's politicians, but none of them are popular. Marshall McLuhan. You take Social 30. Marshall McLuhan, Global Village.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's from Edmonton. Never knew that. I'm surprised we weren't told that in school, but that guy's from Edmonton. And then obviously there is a handful of hockey players from Edmonton. Most noteworthy, Mark Messier, Joe McGinley, Dion Phaneuf. Scott Niedermeyer apparently is from Edmonton. There's a ton, dude. Jason Strudwick, my boy, Struds. Ryan Whitney. Did you see? Oh, no, Ray Whitney. Sorry. I was about to diss Ryan Whitney. Never mind.
What were you guys? What did
Ryan Whitney, he was on Sportsnet one time talking about the Oilers and how he didn't stand a chance in the playoffs. He's like, or no, he was talking about Connor McDavid becoming captain. And he's like, he's too young. He's too young. And you can tell Ryan Whitney's just so butthurt from being cut.
Yeah,
or whatever we did to him.
I
wish I was on the team. I wish I could play with Connor.
He's too young. He's too young.
Get over yourself, Ryan Whitney. He wanted to be captain. Brendan Gallagher, he's still playing. He's all right. Any other active players? Not really any other active players.
That's a pretty impressive list of hockey players from Edmonton. I gotta say.
It's all right. Fernando Pisani. Fernando. You remember him?
Who doesn't?
John Scott
is from Edmonton. John Scott?
Let me make sure.
No way.
I'm making sure. Scott was born in Edmonton, Alberta, but he grew up in St. Catharines. He was born here, boy.
The biggest hockey player of 2016 was born here in Edmonton.
Oh man,
that's amazing.
It makes me so proud to be born in Edmonton.
Yep.
John Scott, the man, the myth, the legend. We gotta get John Scott on the show.
We should get John Scott on the show.
John Scott was MVP of the All-Star tournament, and let's see what his playing career, because he's retired now. I'd like to know what his last season statistics were. So 2015-16 season, John Scott played 1 game, and he registered 2 minutes in the box. That's it. The most points John Scott's ever had in a single season was the very high number of, guess it, Daniel?
24.
He got 4 seasons playing with Minnesota Wild in 2009-2010. He played 51 games and registered 1 goal, 1 assist.
Man,
wait. I'm looking at the wrong thing. I don't even know. That's AHL. In the NHL, the most he scored was 4, playing for San Jose. 38 games, 3 goals, 1 assist. This man, despite his incredibly low stats, made it to the All-Star game. Played on with Connor McDavid.
Was the captain of his team.
He played with Taylor Hall.
Played with Taylor Hall. Yeah.
Captain of the team. Scored the tournament-winning goal in the 3-on-3 All-Star tournament. Got MVP. Got gold. The man's my hero. And he might get his own movie now. Did you hear about that?
What? He's getting his own movie? Hockey movie?
Yeah.
Really?
The John Scott story. Just Google it, man. It's a thing. I'm not even joking.
John Scott story.
It might happen. That's a movie
Hollywood. Running out of ideas, man. So they take a guy like John Scott and just milk him for
That's a good one. They are running out of ideas, though.
They are.
Do you want? Remember, here's something we forgot to mention. Top 7 things of Edmonton. There was a movie shot in West Edmonton Mall.
That's true. What was that called again?
A Christmas in Wonderland.
Yeah. I think that one was terrible. I'll look up reviews for it.
It sucked. I watched like 5 minutes of it, and it sucked. But you could, it's just cool recognizing places you've actually been. Imagine living in Los Angeles or New York, where it's like, oh, you just see the new Star Wars or something being filmed.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know.
Okay, Christmas in Wonderland came out in 2007, was an hour and 38 minutes long. On IMDb, it got a 4.9 out of 10.
That's not bad.
That's horrible, dude. That is horrible.
Who was, any big names in it?
Let me look.
I can't imagine there was.
Patrick Swayze.
What? No, actually?
Yep.
What's he from? I don't know.
Tim Curry.
I don't know who that is.
Patrick Swayze. Oh, he's been in a bunch of stuff. He's been in Dirty Dancing, Roadhouse. That was about it. Those are the only 2 that I've ever heard of. But
I do not hear.
That was not a good movie.
That is, yeah. Yeah, we. Oh man. there's so much potential. I think that's what Edmonton should be known for. Missed potential. So much potential in this city, and it's all just blown. Mm-hmm. Our downtown, our River Valley, LRT, the mall could have made a good movie, but they decided to make a garbage one. But there is hope for the future. We might get Amazon's new HQ. For those of you who don't know, we put a bid in.
Jeff Bezos, shout out.
Yeah, do you want? Here's our. If you come here, we'll let you be on the show.
Yeah.
We'll let you plug whatever you want. We won't charge you. I wouldn't charge anyone to be on the show.
Are you kidding me?
No one famous.
And if you guys want to pick up our new merch, we have a merch store now.
Oh, yeah.
It's called
the 780.
The 780. It can be found in West Edmonton Mall.
Yep.
They copied our logo, so they can just become our... That's where you can get our merchandise.
So we should... Like, for those of you who don't know, this is obviously a joke. We have 3 episodes. Okay, come on. We don't have that. But we should collab. There is actually a store called the 780.
Yeah.
Unplanned, obviously. And they have some really dope clothing.
Yeah. So if someone can make that happen, that'd be great.
We should collab with them. We should find the owner and collab.
We should. That'd be a good idea. Everyone can be wearing our merch.
We've gone to the store a bunch of times. We never bought anything because it's super expensive. And that same lady's always there, and it's always so awkward.
Yeah. Maybe next time we go, I'll actually buy a shirt.
If they have your size.
That's true. They didn't have my size. They didn't have any large t-shirts.
Seriously.
Maybe it was a kid's store.
No, it was not. They sold a ton of... No, it was not a kid's store. They had no kids section. And
on that bombshell, it is time to end the show.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
What did you learn from today?
I don't know. Nothing.
Neither did I. Hopefully you guys managed to walk away with the same thing, and we will see you guys next time. Signing off,
yeah.
This is Daniel.
Yeah, Sam. I can't do that. I can't say my name. Okay, well, tune in next time. Hopefully we're more regular, and that's the 780 show.
McDavid trying to split the defense. McDavid, what a play! What a goal! Oh my, Connor McDavid, welcome back!